You've been on house arrest 21 months. You out. You was on Love and Hip Hop, thriving, and then boom. The unimaginable, the unthinkable happens. This was from the Miami Herald headline. Miami rapper Gunplay accused of pointing an AK-47 at his wife while she held their baby.
Who does that, bro?
But did you ever think that this is your reality right now?
Yeah. Like, I was just at Fleming's Steakhouse the night of, and like a couple hours later, I woke up and I was like in a cell with 2 bologna sandwiches in a jumper. I couldn't understand what just happened. You know what I'm saying? She like just flipped the switch like out of nowhere. And you know, hindsight is 20/20. When I just look at overall, I did my research, okay? And the things that she fell under were NPD. That's narcissistic personality disorder. Okay. And it's a real disorder that people don't go get diagnosed for because they don't feel that nothing's wrong. They live in their own bubble, their own reality. They have their own delusions, and that's a protective shell around them. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever happened when they was younger, they put a protective shell around them, and so they can't feel that pain no more of whatever abuse happened or
like a trauma
response type stuff. So they live in a delusion. I always knew I was going to be vindicated because I didn't do anything, but I just knew that this was going to be a process I was going to have to go through by myself. This was going to be a spiritual journey that I was going to have to go through by myself. It wasn't going to be no money or nothing that was really going to get me through this. This was a spiritual warfare. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that once the judge I see that she was 100% blatantly biased.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and this nigga Gunplay full of shit, right? The woman is even more full of shit. The host or interviewer was talking about the most unimaginable happened. Not really. His name is Gunplay. It's very imaginable. I could imagine how that could happen. Now, several potholes in his stories, but I care not to pick them all out. All I'll say is that he full of shit. Because anybody that goes from the incident to fast forward to the future, they was either inebriated or they have a mental instability. He left out pertinent details to what actually happened. Now, they say that he pulled a gun on his baby mama while she was holding a baby. He denies it. He says that she's a narcissist, blase skippy, right? I wish people in general, the layman person, stop using the word narcissist. They don't know clinician terms. You are not a psychologist, a psychiatrist. It would behoove you not to use that word, but idiots or smart niggas like him think that they can just use a word and it makes them sound smart. It actually makes them sound stupid because he actually has no context of what that word means. Anybody that needs to know that phrase or that sentence that I just said, what the fuck that means, go get a book. But yeah, he's lying. He pulled a gun on her. That's why his ass went to jail, as he should, and he's on 21-month probation or house arrest, some shit like that. And this nigga's a weirdo. He's the same dude that bought Rick Ross a chain. Now explain to me how a nigga that's worth 50 million needs any broke ass nigga that's on his roster as a rapper to buy him a chain. That made no sense. His girl actually went on a radio station to vent those frustrations. So I'm not surprised that this is the aftermath, right? She probably was frustrated with this nigga being a broke ass late 30s rapper, riding the cock of a dude that's actually a multi-millionaire that don't care about him. Because last time I checked, other than Meek Mill, I don't think that Rick Ross had actually poured any money into this nigga, or if he did, not enough. But his name is Gunplay. He doesn't seem that marketable. Like, hardcore rap is not at all-time high. Drill rap is, but that's a bunch of young dumb niggas that think that street violence is just cool. He's an actual certified, according to him, street dude, loving hip-hop, washed-up rapper. So yeah, he just never got marketed. He never got off the ground, and I think it was because he was riding the coattails of a nigga that was famous. He didn't put any work or in stock or investment in himself, which is probably why Rick Ross played him off. Like, it was a bunch of, I guess, collaborations Rick Ross did that he could have put Gunplay easily on them, like songs with Drake, songs with Wale, songs with Meek Mill, songs with anybody in the Spear. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, I even think Ross got a song with Young Durk or Lil Durk. So yeah, he just didn't try with this nigga. But to keep it short and sweet, this nigga's lying, right? And the woman that's interviewing him sounds even more of a bubblehead, because she's talking about, could you imagine? He should actually have saw that coming. And the fact that his baby mama was with him, and his name is Gunplay, or stage name is Gunplay, and she didn't think that he was gonna pull a gun on her. I don't know what they putting in the weed nowadays. Like, people just clearly ain't using critical thinking skills. That's almost like getting with somebody named serial killer, and then you find out they didn't kill 27 people, and you surprised. That's what they do. In any event, if y'all like this episode, like, comment, and subscribe. Go to my links, they should be in my description on my channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all that fly nigga shit. Yeah, get the numbers up. In any event, I'm out.